now.
Nagashima goes on the inside of Hafiz, who has to step up, and Hafiz will lose not one but two. Tricky part of the circuit. There is Andi Farid. Andi Farid is the heart. Takes turn number 12, and Andi Farid goes a little bit wider, but the
top speed is not so bad, but until the coming to top speed is too difficult for better than like we are just in now this thing. But we try to in this one big challenge and a big different make a good bike. Then yeah, let's show you.
Race, I know everybody will try also, but yeah, let's see during the race, and then I will try to manage well the race and just enjoy and finish the best way.
Course of the weekend. The big thing was the early crash he had in qualifying. He spent close to 30 out of 40 minutes in the pits, and so had absolutely no chance of recording a good. Let's see what he can do in the race with the help of some adrenaline. It's Kazma Daniel. Like Toshiro Minamoto, he got better during the qualifying session. Still only ended up 10.
As you can see, lovely fluffy clouds. It's going to be a red hot race. Andi Farid is the heart. Andi Gilang to his supporters on the Honda Asia Dream racing with a Stamo.
With lots of intent, Tetsuya Nagashima, Shun Ishimura next to him, and Zakwan Zaidi, who's been having a good weekend, completes road 2.
Toshiro Minamoto, the 600 champion from last year, alongside Aslan Shah Kamruzama. And the final row of the grid, if they are, Osama Mare for Victor Racing. Chang will not be starting for A Racer Speed Tech. As long as he doesn't speed in the pit lane, he should be okay to start from the pit lane. 13 laps of the circuit. We are underway. Andi Gilang wants to get off to a good start. He has. In between them, Chip Nakarin has got off to an even better start, and it's the tie who leads the way, and Nagashima's come through as well as the BMW. And so it's a problem for Yuki Kuni, who's down.
That was a really good start for Shun Ishimura as well. On the BMW, just looking for Aslan Shah, because we can expect him to come through in these first 2 laps, as he often does from lower grid positions.
Hafiz Sharin, okay, Hafiz has got himself off to a decent start. He's in P7 by Ducati. As you say, that crash in practice really cost him an awful lot of time. As they come through to turn number 12, the final corner for the first time.
Kikuni just chopped in front there of Tetsuda, I think it was. Yeah.
Hafiz just behind.
Good Nagashima was on the brakes, and why he's running that hard front, but it's Honda Asia Dream Racing with Astimo 1, 2, 3 as it stands, and they've got a little bit of daylight back to Tetsuta.
Once again, late braking from Tetsuta.
2 ASB 1000 champion, he won a couple of Supersport 600 championships. He's running together with those 2 very rapid teammates, Andy Frid at the front. So good at managing the race, and running off through the gravel there is Shun Ishimura on the TKKR BMW.
But got up into P5, went wide on that corner, and Hafiz loses a place. Now he's down to P6, Yuki Kuni ahead of him. Andi Farid still leading, and Andi Farid, the first 3 on the Honda in the last 5 races, Yuki Kuni.
Yuki Kuni.
They're close to each other. Aslan Shah Kamruzama keeps hinting he might retire and then doesn't. And I don't think he's going to retire next year either.
And see what he can do. Oh, there is the wild card. Tan. Oh, and he's on fire. He needs to get away from that, and the marshals need to get in with some fire extinguishers. There he goes. Yeah, this has dropped off the back of Yuki Kuni.
It is the battle for 4.
So it's just here to have a good time. Brilliant work by the Chang International Circuit marshals.
That's right the way down by the pit lane, so he's just been able to turn in at the end of the pit lane. And marshals have dealt with that one pretty promptly. Back up at the front. Yeah, so Nagashima, and that's close. Just has to cling on there, does Yuki Kuni. And Hafiz has got himself to within 2.5 seconds of the front three.
Yeah, that error from Yuki was a costly one.
In on the back of the second group of 4. Still the man leading the way, Andi Gilang. Andi Farid is the heart. This is the second group, led by Yuki Kuni.
Yuki Kuni needs to get up with his way out at the front. Very wide there, Yuki Kuni. Tried to haul it back in and almost collided with Tetsuta. Hafiz Shirin, the most experienced Malaysian racers.
Some serious power coming past our commentary area. Yuki Kuni is working very, very hard. The difference between Zakwan in P3 and Yuki Kuni is 1.9 seconds by Russell. That is a big, big gap. And you look at the championship standings, and Yuki Kuni, if it was to finish like this, will be 10 points adrift of Andi Farid. So Yuki needs something massive to change, something like chip. Yuki Kuni, again, he was 2 seconds down on Zakwan in P3 at the end of the previous lap, 1.9 seconds down. Let's see where we are as we are now well into the second half of the race. The power on the front end lifts up. The differential is, it's gone, it's just about the same, 1.8 seconds is the gap. So he's Aslan's just hit the 300 kilometers per hour speed, so is Zakwan Zaidi. Hafiz Sharin, that's good work from Hafiz. Moves up 2 places. Now, whether that was a mistake from...
Between Zakwan and Yuki Kuni now. 5 laps remaining. That's a huge ask for the Japanese current championship leader.
Just a little heads up for Lachlan Epis. He did actually get out onto the circuit. He's just gone through. And then make the alterations that he needs ahead of tomorrow. And also start finish line, not too far behind Soichiro Minamoto. Epis is on. Chang Chi-ying didn't start. Natatan Tongkwats, you saw, ended up in a ball of smoke. Here's Hafiz holding off somehow Tetsuta Nagashima, the wild card. Behind them, Aslan Shah Kamruzaman, the former 1000 on the race leader. 4.8 seconds down.
1.5 second gap. He's got something left, I think, before the end of the race. So Tetsuta and Hafiz may yet feel his presence.
Kuni, is he making any headway? Tetsuta Nagashima in 5.
Visible gap between Yuki Kuni and now Nakarin is smaller now.
Nagashima goes on the inside of Hafiz, who has to step up, and Hafiz will lose not one. Can they walk away? Gosh, they didn't like that at all.
Now 5th. A good battle for 5th. Aslan Shah isn't done yet, as I said. Des, what have I said?
2 places within a couple of 100 meters.
Well, he's disappointed. I'm disappointed too. Again,
on the tail there, he's 2.2 of a second down as they come into turn number 1, and you suspect it's purely a matter of time.
In terms of the differential, await Yuki Kuni as he tries to block Nakarin by coming up the inside. He wasn't close enough, but there's plenty of time, 2 laps left. Given the pace of Yuki Kuni compared to Nakarin, he has got time to make it stick.
Before Yuki Kuni is able to get himself up into... The damage will be reduced to just a 7-point deficit going in tomorrow, which means he's got to win and hope Andi Farid comes 3rd. And there is Yuki Kuni making the move, and he's able to make it stick, or is he? Yes, he is. Just him. They are coming through now into corner number 16. Andi Farid is the half, who's been leading since the first lap, goes through the start-finish line. Zakwan Zaidi is through in P2. It's on the inside of Chip Nakarim. Yuki Kuni for...
But Andi Farid has flipped the positions on Yuki Kuni. Nakarin hasn't given up yet.
No, Nakarin never does give up, does he?
No, he doesn't. He's such a strong competitor. Even though he was lapping much slower than Yuki Kuni, now Yuki Kuni's gone past. He really wants it back. He wants another podium.
if he can get close to the tail. We are on the final lap now. He's on the bike. If he just keeps his consistency, that is going to be your race winner. Andi Farid is the heart. He's got 2 race wins to his name. This could be number 3 for the season. Circuit, there is Andi Farid. Andi Farid is the heart. Takes turn number 12, and Andi Farid goes a little bit wider, but the victory and 25 points
7
for Andi
points
Farid.
off the championship lead.
Happy shouting in second behind them. Is Yuki Kuni able to hold on? I think he was.
Yeah, he held on. It was a very determined fight back from Hacker.
Remote hope for JDT, but the real victor today is 10 points behind Yuki Kuni, 17.